Live television. It's the only stage in the world where the moment the red light turns on, reality becomes permanent. No cuts, no retakes, no mercy. And when something goes wrong on live TV, it doesn't just fail, it explodes. Technically, emotionally, and ethically. Tonight, you're going to hear the untold side of those broadcasts. The ones that weren't scripted, weren't safe, and definitely weren't meant to happen. This is The Last Broadcast, where technical failures collide with raw human adrenaline, and where journalism must decide what matters more, being first or being right. It was a normal primetime evening, families watching, reporters ready, the anchor perfectly polished, smiling toward the camera, and then everything died. The studio lights flickered, the teleprompter froze mid-sentence, and the global broadcast dropped, only for 4 seconds. But those 4 seconds felt like an eternity, because although the signal froze for the audience, the camera inside the studio was still rolling. Millions of people saw something no anchor wants the world to see, his confidence shatter in real time. His eyes widened, his lips stopped moving. He looked desperately around the studio, for help, for direction, for anything. In the control room, chaos broke out. Switch to backup! Cut to ads! Turn off his mic, now! But the more they panicked, the more the broadcast spiraled out of control. This is the nightmare of live journalism. Not the mistakes, but the moments where you don't know what to do, yet the entire world expects you to. The anchor inhaled deeply. He forced the panic down, and with a trembling voice, he continued the show manually, without any script or teleprompter. That night became a lesson. Technology can fail, but human composure, that's the real backbone of live news. But not every anchor gets that chance. A field reporter stood in the middle of a crowded street. The air smelled like smoke. Sirens echoed in the distance. She was supposed to give a routine update about a minor fire, but then, without warning, the situation escalated. A nearby building groaned, that deep metal sound that tells your body something is wrong, even before your brain understands it. Within seconds, part of the structure collapsed. Dust exploded into the air. People screamed. The reporter stumbled backward, coughing, the camera shaking wildly. Viewers at home thought it was a dramatic effect, but inside the newsroom, everyone froze. They realized she was in actual danger. The producer shouted, "Cut the feed! Cut the feed now!" But the camera operator didn't move. He kept filming. Pure instinct, pure training. This was news. This was happening. And then came the ethical question that split the newsroom in two. Do we keep showing this tragedy, or do we protect the dignity of the people involved? Some said, this is our duty. The world needs to see the truth. Others said, we are not here to exploit fear. We should stop. And in those few seconds, the world saw a raw, unedited disaster unfold on live television. The reporter, covered in dust, choking, still tried to speak. Her voice was shaking, but her commitment wasn't. That moment changed safety protocols forever. From emergency distances, to equipment upgrades, to new rules about when to cut the feed. One broadcast can force an entire industry to evolve. There are moments on live TV when adrenaline becomes both a hero and a villain. A reporter once ran toward a scene of chaos, explosions in the distance, crowds screaming. He wasn't told to go. He wasn't ordered to risk his life. He just felt the responsibility to show the world what was happening. But adrenaline does something dangerous. It convinces you that you're invincible. He pushed past barriers. He got closer than anyone else. Too close. A second explosion blasted the ground. The camera flew sideways. People watching at home heard only a loud ringing noise, and the reporter's terrified breathing. For the first time, the world saw fear on the face of a man who had always looked unshakable. And when he finally stood back up, trembling, the audience saw something more powerful than bravery. They saw humanity. Because journalism isn't about being fearless, it's about being honest, even when you're scared. Live TV is brutal because decisions must be made in milliseconds. Do you show the injured? Do you show the chaos? Do you show the truth, even when the truth hurts? One newsroom once made a choice that became a global debate. During a major disaster, footage arrived that was heartbreaking. People crying, searching for loved ones, smoke filling the air. Some executives wanted to air it immediately. Others argued, showing this may cause panic. We must verify it first. And right there, In the middle of pressure, ratings, and fear, journalists had to decide what mattered more, humanity or headlines. Their final decision became a turning point. They aired the footage, but only after blurring faces, confirming identities, and making sure they were showing fact, not fear. It was slow, it was careful, and it saved their credibility. Adrenaline pushes you to be fast. Ethics demands you be responsible. Live journalism is the battlefield where those two fight every single day. Every live broadcast that goes wrong leaves scars, both on the screen and on the people behind it. Anchors learn to breathe through panic. Reporters learn to respect danger. Technicians learn that one loose cable can change the course of history. And audiences learn that behind every breaking news headline, there's a human being trying their best under impossible pressure. Sometimes live TV captures triumph, sometimes tragedy, sometimes chaos. But the real story is always the same. Tech can fail, systems can collapse, but journalism survives because the people behind the cameras refuse to give up. And that's why these incidents, raw, messy, uncensored, matter so much. They remind us that truth isn't always clean, controlled, or perfect. Sometimes the last broadcast is the one that finally shows what journalism really is.